Hi everybody, welcome to Jin's Wall Street News. I'm gonna tell you briefly what happened last week. Jerome Powell said a March record is not likely. The US economy added 353,000 jobs in January. US labor productivity increased 3.2% in the fourth quarter 2023. 10-year Treasury yield topped 4% after the jobs report. Meta stock surged 20% after earnings. Oil prices fell over 7% last week. S&P 500 gained 1.38% last week. On Wednesday, Jerome Powell said a March record is not likely. He also added, we wanna see more good data. It's not, we're looking for better data. We're looking at continuation of the good data. Jerome Powell also talked about the strong growth. He said, quote, I don't look at it as a problem. We wanna see a strong growth. We wanna see a strong labor market, end quote. When it comes to the QT, he also said, we did have some discussion of the balance sheet, and we're planning to begin in-depth discussion at our next meeting in March, end quote. The second news is about jobs report. According to Bureau Labor Statistics data released Friday, the U.S. added 353,000 jobs in January. The unemployment rate remained at 3.7%. The labor force participation rate was unchanged at 62.5%. Average hourly earnings rose by 0.6% from a month ago. Over the past 12 months, average hourly earnings have increased by 4.5%. U.S. labor productivity also increased by 3.2% in the fourth quarter 2023, according to the U.S. Bureau Labor Statistics. The labor productivity increased 2.7% on a year-over-year basis. So the U.S. has steady labor productivity growth in the long term. Here is 1960. Due to the strong economic data, GDP now estimates U.S. real GDP growth at 4.2% on February 1st. After the jobs report, 10-year Treasury yield tops 4%. Here, the jobs report came at 8:30 a.m. on February 2nd. The next news is about Meta. Meta stock surged 20% after earnings. Meta revenue rose 25% comparing to a year ago. The next quarter guidance also surpassed analysts' expectation. The company also announced its first ever dividends and a $50 billion share buyback. He looks happy now. Last week, oil prices fell more than 7% as investors are closely watching progress in ceasefire negotiations between Israel and Hamas. The FOMC result and concerns about China's economy also affected the global demand outlook. Finally, S&P 500 and the Dow closed at all-time high last Friday. Thank you for watching Jin's Wall Street News.